but yeah, man, that's basically, you know, how I got to where I am. Well, no, let me go back. Before Maze, it was Stephanie Mills.
Yeah.
Yeah. Adam, what's Adam Johnson, bass player from Baltimore. He's playing at the Potter's House now. He called me because he would come in and sub on the Donnie gig, you know, sometimes, you know, the Donnie McClurkin gig was like, you know, cats would kind of come in, you know, those subs coming in and out.
Yeah.
So Adam called me and asked me about, you know, if I'd be interested in doing Stephanie Mills. I was like, oh man, you know. So we talked a little bit about it. So I ended up doing that. And then it was from that to the Maze thing, you know. That's how I ended up with Maze, you know. I was playing with Stephanie. We were in Baltimore at the Pier 6, and Carl Wheeler,
Tony, yeah.
Yeah. He was playing, and Carl and I, we go back. Carl knows me from the gospel world, you know, the whole gospel thing and stuff. So he sent his tech over to tell me, hey man, Carl said if you leave, make sure he gets your number, you know, before we finish. I was like, no, I'll be here, you know, whatever. So we talked or whatever after the gig, and he was telling me that the drummer at the time was John Blackwell. He was like, man, he was getting ready to leave to go back to, you know, start teaching or whatever at Berkeley. He was getting ready to leave the gig. So he was like, yo man, would you be interested in coming out to do an audition, you know, for Maze? And so that ended up happening about a month later, you know, the audition thing. And yeah, so that's where I've been since, man. That was back in 2010.
I'm curious to know, what was the audition process? Because I mean, by this time, you are a legend.
Well, no, but see,
you know what I'm saying? My eyes. So what audition? What was that like? What was that? Just going in and jamming, or?
No, actually, you know, I kind of I knew some of the material, you know what I'm saying? Like I had been watching some clips and stuff on YouTube, some live shows, you know what I'm saying? I went back, you know, listened to some of the record versions or whatever. So the audition was basically, it was myself and Kevin Stansel. I don't know if you guys know Kevin Stansel.
Yeah.
Bass player. Well, you know, Kevin plays drums too.
Yeah.
So we both auditioned, you know, at the same time. It was like we went out, we play a couple songs, and then I play a couple songs, and he go play a couple songs, and then, you know, then Frank came. You know, we were just kind of grooving until he got there. So, you know, when he got there, like Kevin had played, and I went up and played, and then so you know, so it was like, well, they were like, well, so blah 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 blah, you know, and then so his business manager that was on the West Coast, he had already told me, he said, well, man, he said, the more prepared you are and the less Frank has to, you know, teach you, the better your chances are of getting, you know. I was like, okay, well, cool. So he said, and if he likes you, you know, he's probably going to want to keep you over an extra day or so, so, you know, just bring some extra clothes or whatever. And I was like, okay, well, cool. So, and so they kept me over, man, for an extra day.